So, if you look around the office, some people are very tidy, some people not so tidy. I fall into the not so tidy category. But I have my system and it works for me. But your space is legendary. Let's talk a little bit about your space. The things that you've collected over time, and now, in particular, you're clearing that space out. Talk about, how that space reflects you and your connection to the organization.
Well, I'm a collector because one thing is that, again, my father's scrapbooks showed me the importance of keeping even things that right now don't seem that important. You don't know what their value will be in the future. Also, I began working here when computers were non-existent, and that everything I dealt with was paper. And new staff comes in, everything's in that box on their table. Also, going back a few years ago, everyone else in the office was dealing with 8.5 by 11-inch pieces of paper, but I was dealing with papers of all sorts of sizes, a lot of artwork. It could be any size. It was just kind of a hodgepodge, stuff that you just can't put in a file cabinet. And I realized that you can't recover something you throw away. But you can throw away something that you keep. So over time, I will amass things, not with the idea that these things will be kept forever, but at least you have them to consider. And also, I think I appreciate certain graphic things. Sometimes I'm just struck by the look of a postcard or it comes in, or an ad in a magazine, and sometimes I just, like to keep those things around. And my intention is that I will, clear the desk, and a lot of the stuff will be archived and put in file cabinets or in storage. So it's, I just think it's important what I've done.
So my favorite article that you showed up with one day is the monstrous wrench, which I think is still in your area. What's going to become of that wrench, or are you going to take that with you on your future travels?
No, it belongs to the organization. It's just a prop. It's now and again you pull it out, like one of the visiting writers will say, "Oh, I'm having trouble with this. Do you have any tools?" So you bring out this 3-foot long wrench and say, "How's this?"
And you could probably actually get it to work on an old bicycle that actually has like bolts on it that, of course, today, I don't even know if some of the bikes you get off the shelf in Walmart actually have bolts on them anymore. But some of the older bikes that are around the headquarters certainly would.
I think, looking back in regards to all the things on my desk, I wish I had been more methodical in the way I, after having collected things, then to begin building a structure for archiving them properly. So I have to do some makeup on that.